Good morning. Good morning. I'm just waking up. I hope everyone's doing well. We're going to touch on some touchy subjects this morning. Okay? My favorite thing to touch on. Jesus, help them. Okay. Maybe I should get my coffee in me first. I hope everyone's doing well. I love you all. Even the haters. I love you too. Okay. There could be the same thought. There can be the same thought. And it can be very different, drastically different. Okay. So say if I were to say, well, so-and-so did it too, right? So-and-so did it too, right? So I'm pointing blame. And I'm also not so-and-so, okay? And they have a different situation, which calls for different consequences, okay? Someone tried to poison me again yesterday, by the way. Slept it off. It's purified now. It's weird because like these people, they do spell work. They try to fuck with demons. They try to call upon demons. The same fucking demons that work with you, the same demons that protect you, okay? Because the darkness works with the fucking light, okay? It just does. They call upon things that end up worshiping you because you worship God. And the devil knows his place with God, okay? So it's stupid, okay? And the devil likes to fuck with people that fuck with him, right? So it's like it's a double-edged sword. That's what that is. It's a double-edged sword. Somebody lost their innocence. Damn, what the hell? So it's like they were sending things that work for you to attack you. And then these demons were just like fucking laughing at them before they attacked them, or after, or both. Okay. Damn, I'm kind of in like a cutthroat energy, and I didn't even wake up like that. Okay, so what I was explaining earlier was there could be the same thought, two very different outcomes. Okay, two very different outcomes based on what you believe, what you've done prior to that, okay, what your intention behind it is, okay. So say we could do the dark and light for the belief, right? What I've been explaining. So priors, right? We can think about it as like a court situation with this Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, this is like a toxic environment, toxic establishment that helps slander someone in court. Okay, so it can also be who we have these intent towards. Okay, so if we have these intents towards somebody who has the hand of God over their life, that backlash will be you can't measure it. You can't measure it. What was I saying? Different situations. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, so the example is that cord just moved, like really a way it shouldn't have moved. Okay. um, an example is the same thought, different outcomes. Okay, here's a drastic one for you. Okay, some people gotta go. And what I mean by is not physically leaving a place. Well, yeah, actually, I mean that. Um, is like being wiped off the earth. Okay, death. Okay, by force, murder. Okay, some people might have this thought after a traumatic event. Some people might have this thought after they cause a traumatic event. Okay, which is two different, very different scenarios. Okay, one is for selfish gain, not to deal with their own consequences. Another is for the safety of anybody they have yet to cause traumatic events to. Okay, so one thought, it's the same thought, one thought, two very different scenarios. Okay, so that is an extreme example. And before, I don't have this thought anymore, but I have had that thought. Okay, especially after my child was poisoned and I was framed for it. Okay, I did have that thought, and I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't. But it's very different from the flip side, where these people wanted to take me out for their own selfish gain. Very different. Karma, very different. Okay, so it's like it depends on who it is towards. Okay, let me give another example, one not so drastic. Theft. I almost said stealing. That's why I said theft. Theft. Say I steal from a thief. Okay. Um, say I steal from a killer. Say I steal from someone who is a pathological liar, who steals themselves, a theft. Okay, a thief. And then I steal from someone like me who doesn't steal, who has the hands of God over their life. What do you think? Okay, people would be like, I'd be way more scared of the fucking killer or the thief or the sneaky one, way more scared. And that's what you'd think, right? That's what you'd think. It's a fear-based thing. That's what that person wants you to think. Okay, but the karma, the outcome, you should be way more scared stealing from someone like me. That's how drastic the same thought, different scenario is. Okay. And it's just the truth. It's like you're a damn fool for being scared of that person and not that person, when that person, your life is gonna be fucked. Okay, you're gonna feel the wrath of God from stealing from that person, and you're gonna think it's an incident. You're gonna think it's your own life choices that makes you feel that wrath, because it is going to be. You'll have no one to blame but you. And that person will be long gone, man, successful elsewhere. Think about it. Think about where you're investing your time, your money, and your energy. Is it something that will deplete you, cause you chaos and ruin, no structure? Somebody wanted no structure within anything that this person built. Think about it. Tried to call judgment on someone's investments to deplete them. It's the wrong investment. Someone picked the losing side. Someone picked the losing side. That's funny. The underhanded side, the undercut side. Okay? Someone picked the losing side. It's like somebody called upon things, entities that fuck with somebody else and don't fuck with them for real. They just have them believing that they do because they do dark shit. And then this other person that you're doing it towards doesn't even have to do shit, okay? It's very natural that these entities protect this person. That's why, like, you never know, right? That's why you don't mess with that type of stuff. You just don't, okay? Because you don't know it. You're blind to it. And this person could not be blind to it. The healer, man. Someone did this to a healer. Someone very authentic, very pure of heart. See? And like I was explaining before, like that should scare you. It should be scarier than doing it towards somebody who's exactly like you. Okay? Because the karma's far worse, far beyond your imagination of like, and that's your karma. That's your inherited karma for doing this upon somebody who's healed. Okay? Now, that same thought that I began with, the very drastic thought, is, I don't even think that anymore. Okay? I don't even think that towards the person who poisoned my son or the people who have tried to kill me. Okay? Over the past 4 or 5 years. Okay? I don't even think that, because I know in my heart now, through prayer and meditation, that isn't any way to live, okay? Or that these people don't even hold that much capacity within my mind, my heart, my body, anything like that, for me to even want to think anything negative like that, okay? It's like, that's how I know I'm more healed than I was 4 years ago when this happened. Because I know that the eye for an eye isn't my job, okay? If it's that person's time to die, well, then they'll die naturally. It's not my choice or anybody else's for that matter. That isn't anybody's job. And I'm healed enough to know that now, okay? But I'm just saying there's certain thoughts that are the same thought. One being socially acceptable by humans, and the other is just very, very selfish. And the karma is vastly different. Vastly different. Okay, but there's karma for both. There's karma for both. For the thought, not even the act. Okay? Well, the act, of course, but just the thought alone. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards. Somebody needed to hear that this morning. Someone can't tie someone to something with false evidence because it is inaccurate. Inaccuracy. Inadequate, I heard. Inadequate. So there was an object. There was a fingerprint on an object. Okay, they tried to transfer this object to link back to some sort of diabolical. Someone is proven to not be toxic. Okay, so the evidence against them is inaccurate, inadequate. These people who tried to tie this person to this type of diabolical, this was the item with the fingerprint on it, okay? And I'm getting that with this hand touching this item. False, okay? False. Inadequate. The people. False evidence. Underhanded. Okay, someone was paid. This is a bribery here. This is a bribery. Someone was paid off. Okay, this person knows you were paid off. It's weird because like someone knows that they're doing this to a healer, someone knows that they're doing this to like a medium or something, and they figure that they won't tap into it. Of course they will. Of course they'll be guided to, right? I'm getting like there's like a medium who's just like, I already know, I already know, I already know. I don't even want to tap into it. But then their guides have to push them into needing to tap into it because they just don't give a fuck. Oh, that's too awesome. Because you're not supposed to, right? You're not supposed to tap into just anyone or anybody or anything. Okay, you don't have authority to. But if it's happening directly to you, you have permission to do that. Yes, you do. Okay, figure out your surroundings. Figure out who's doing that to you. Protect yourself, right? So, but you also needed to hear that. Okay. It is appropriate for you to tap into a situation that is your surroundings. People who are attacking you are your surroundings. Okay, go ahead and to go ahead and look into that. You have freedom to do that. Okay, but you can't just see someone, some random, or hear about somebody and be like, I'm going to tap into you today. No, 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 that's not allowed. And what if their spiritual protection is bigger than yours? You don't know. You could ask. You could ask a pendulum, or you could ask and pull a card and know that way. But I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't do that. But your own surroundings, yes, do that. You do have authority to do that, right? That's what I choose to believe. Okay, through prayer and meditation is where I get my belief system. Okay, I don't even know what I just said there, really. I'm kind of channeling this morning. Someone's very unhealed and they can't tie you to something. I'm channeling a lot this morning. I don't know if it's like I'm still like half sleeping or what, but it's very vivid. Exposure. Someone exposed themselves. This is a woman energy. Someone exposed themselves. Someone could have exposed you. If you're a feminine energy. Someone exposed themselves. Someone hasn't had contact with someone who tried to attack them in the past. These people who try to attack you in the past, they're trying to say that you tried to ruin their reputation somehow so that others wouldn't see eye to eye with you, when this is exactly what they did to you. This is projection. They're also saying that they hang out with you, that they're your friend. You would never be this person's friend. You don't care how popular they are. You don't care how popular they are. You'll never be their friend. Okay, they don't share the same moral virtue. Okay, you don't even like their personality. So you're not friends with them. Obviously, they're lying. But that's weird. Why would someone lie to say that they're your friend? Because of this exposure. That's it. Okay, you probably haven't seen this person since the day they attacked you, which is correct for me. System. They expose some sort of system here. System to steal finances, inherited wealth. Okay. I'm also getting like someone was like banned. They were like banned from entering somewhere just so the place that they were banned from entering could go ahead and launder this money. Voyeurism. Okay. I'm getting an entire city. Okay. There's an entire city who voyeured someone. Voyeurism. Okay. If you were to watch that, if you were to entertain that, you'll get a certain amount of karma. If you, ooh, I'm not going to say that. The system is exposed. It's sick. I don't want to do that today. If it comes out again, then I'll say it. So there's an entire city doing this shit, okay? You could have been banned from this place somehow, okay? Or like on some sort of conditions where you couldn't go back to this place for a certain amount of time, or yeah, this is so they could spend your finances, okay, without you knowing, from a distance, because you weren't allowed. Okay, so you could have recognized that when you went back to this place, there was different businesses and infrastructures that were being put up. Okay, I was getting that somebody was banned from a city for a certain amount of time just so this city could like hand out money to businesses, legal and illegal, okay, because they didn't just want this power to be of the businesses, small businesses. I'm getting, you spend money to make money. So they gave this money in the form of government grants. Is that government grants? Some sort of grants, okay? So they gave this money to businesses within this city, legal and illegal, so the streets could have power too, okay? And then they as soon as you were allowed back, that shit slowed down. It slowed down because they didn't want you to tap into this. They didn't want you to expose this system, okay? Government highly involved in laundering money. So this is how they laundered money. They split it, okay? They split it in grants throughout the entire city to launder all your fucking money, okay? You could see that there was different buildings, there was different businesses, and then all of a sudden when you came around, it stopped or slowed down drastically, and then all of a sudden there was business people side-eyeing you, judging you, whatever, okay? The same people that were fucking voyeuring this person, okay? There was like people of the streets, okay? They were being led to do this down the wrong path by someone of power, okay? That's fucking sick. Damn. And I'm allowed to tap into this because this type of shit happened to me, okay? Exposing this system, feeling at a loss because of this exposure, okay? Manipulated loss. Okay, so these people have a system. They'll make you go through grief and loss. They'll make you go through grief and loss. Okay? This is also why somebody wanted me killed. Because I was exposing this. They poisoned my child. Okay? They poisoned my child. Some sort of... This is a fake document. This is a forged document. Someone can't make demands. They wanted it. Oh, the system lied on someone's mental stability. The system lied on someone's mental stability so that they wouldn't be able to make any sort of demands, okay? That was a forged document. Someone forged a document to do with someone's mental clarity, their mental stability. Someone's in their feelings about this. Okay, it could be a doctor or a psychiatrist. This is like controlled loss, controlled grief and loss to control someone. Okay? That's fucked up. Yeah, they didn't want you to have any choices. So they lied. Someone's dropping this burden. This was never your cross to bear. And the people that did this to somebody who has the hands of God on their life, over their life, however you want to say it, that karma will be drastic, okay, unmeasurable, okay, even worse than if this person was, we explained it earlier. This is like an attempt at human trafficking, I'm getting attempted human trafficking, okay? So it already is sex trafficking if you're like voyeuring this person. It's human trafficking if you go ahead and kidnap that person. And this is attempted. Yeah, this is a control tactic here. This is someone of power, but they use their power in a negative way. They guide people down the wrong path. Okay, so somebody used their authoritative power to traffic. This is like authority figures trafficking. Okay, and oh Jesus, help them. Oh my God. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. They don't want people to be enlightened to this system, okay? But they expose themselves. They expose themselves for attacking people who definitely did not deserve it. So it's like you are trying to target this person because you feel like that they're exposing their own truth. Like what? So you're telling me that you're allowed to do this to people, but then they're not allowed to talk about their story? Where's the incompetence? It lies within you. That person's just speaking their truth and you don't want their truth out because it exposes your toxic system. Where's the incompetence? Flailing. Someone's flailing around because of the choices they made. This person, there's someone who's actually insane here. Someone's flailing around because of the choices they made to sign a document that isn't theirs to sign. Fraud. Yep, I felt that. I heavily felt that. Okay, I have like so many cards here. Let me show you how many cards I have here. Mean girls and mean men. I heard many men. System. Defeated. Someone feels defeated by their own actions. Defeat. Someone feels defeated by their own actions. Shouldn't have done that. Like there's not really much to say to that, right? It's like you already knew it was the wrong choice because the Two of Wands was in reverse. You knew it was wrong when you were doing it. It felt wrong. The thought felt wrong, and you still chose to do it. What else is there to say to you, right? It's like, shouldn't have done that. Okay, you knew it. You knew it the moment you thought that you shouldn't have done it. All the signs pointed to don't do it. You still chose to do it. Why is that? Your own selfish gain. And that karma is different than because they caused me trauma. Very different. Drastically different. If you want to go to the beginning of the video, we speak on it a little bit. Flailing because of fraud. Okay. Someone wants to cover this up because they don't want to be defeated. Okay. But its entire premise is a lie. That's why I kept hearing like certain cities, and that's why I kept hearing mayor. Okay. I didn't know what that was about for the longest, and now I do. Somebody can't cover this up. Neglect. entrapment. Neglect, entrapment. Not wise. Somebody's trying to avoid an investigation, but the investigation is already ongoing. God. Somebody also has a somebody has a device cloned, okay? Somebody has a device cloned and they're doing a copious amount. I heard a copious amount. I don't know what copious means. Just wait. A copious amount of fraud through this clone device. They know it's you. That's funny. Someone is doing a copious amount of fraud through a clone device. They know it's you. Fucking dumb. They know it's you. People from your past. Bad memories here. Bad memories. They're flailing. Okay. Not good people. Not good people. And they're like too much living in the past. It's like this person has a vendetta from the past of something that they did to you. Yeah, and trying to use people from your past to partner up with. And then playing on their vendetta for you or their bad memories of you. And the only thing that is their bad memories of you is that they couldn't connect to you sexually. So it's like they're using the people of your past vendetta for you, which is that you wouldn't sleep with them. Like what? The things that people do for nothing is wild. Fraud. Someone's very jealous, okay? This person who tried to connect with people from your past to have them not see eye to eye with you, to partner up against you, very jealous, okay? Very jealous because of that energy that you hold, your sacral energy, sacred, okay? And they don't. It's a fucking free for all with their sacred energy, okay? Their sexual energy. They're not going to be able to trap you with this fraud, okay? They know it's you. They know it's you through a clone device, okay? Or through a hacked account, okay? Both. Yeah, they know it's you. You can't transfer this on somebody else. Like, what? It's manipulation. Somebody has no more authority, I heard. Okay, somebody has no more authority. Okay, so they had a certain amount of authority, and now they don't have that. It could be like the people that they targeted in the past, they had a certain amount of authority above them, okay, spiritual, okay, but when they chose to come up against somebody who's pure of heart, somebody who's healed, somebody who doesn't even think that about them, even if they put them through trauma, okay, so that's where their authority is non-existent. Okay, they lost all authority. They lost all privileges. Someone's in spiritual jail. Somebody doesn't want any smoke. These past people that already connected to not have you win. There's a fraud here, a narcissist that's pissed off at this past person because they want to stay out of jail. They're blindsided by something. Fraud. They're pissed off at the same person that they partnered up with in the past that has this vendetta, this jealousy towards you, okay? And they chose to be a narcissist within your life. They're blindsided because they didn't know that you were telling the truth, that this person is a fraud. There's a police officer here. There's a police officer here that doesn't want any smoke for working with these past people. You shouldn't have done that. There's a lawyer here as well. You shouldn't have done that. Right? But it's worked before. But it's worked before. Someone wanted to deplete everything that somebody was growing. Yeah, okay, look at this. This is false evidence. False evidence of fraud. Oh. Of fraud. False evidence of this person being split personality, two-faced. Okay, no, that's actually two individual people. All right. It's you and it's them. Okay. And then it's you and you and you and you and you and you and you. And then there's them who doesn't do this type of behavior. Been there, done that. Someone can no longer bind you to something. They wanted to bind you to something, okay, to them in particular, so that they could siphon your pure energy. Rejected. Courage. Courage. Okay, someone's not bitch made, okay? They're just not. See the signs. Messy. Okay? They thought there was no way to simplify it and like have it be understandable to the people. Okay? But somebody who has a very strong intuition can understand it and explain it to the people. Okay, where it sounds it's very understandable. You thought they wouldn't be able to break it down. Okay? But they see it all. And they're very courageous. So yes, they can break it down. Okay, and you will be witness to that. Envy. Denial. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. Reality. That's the reality. Okay, have a good day, people. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I thought I clicked end, and this is the edit button.